Okay, we're still on tier 2. I just wanted to mention that there's so much going on right now. I don't know if you guys watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but Erica Jane is just an absolute riot, okay? She is lying all over the place, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to see such a beautiful woman go down so hard, you know what I mean? Because she boasted 40 grand a month, and now she's talking about how she doesn't know how to use an ATM card, she didn't have a bank account, just a bunch of baloney that I feel like she has got to literally be kidding. This lady just got aggressive with this other woman who just was on the, like, walking through. It's so sad too. People are crazy. You gotta be careful. Yeah, Erica Jane is a hysterical, like, girl, all about nonsense. I mean, who wants to, you know, deal with that kind of crap? And then she says, I'd like to know where that $86 million went. Well, you're wearing it. You wear like a $90,000 ring. You know, you're wearing, you know, like jewels that are worth $500,000, like 365 days a year. I mean, everything is different. You know, it's not like you're walking around in Walmart clothes, because you're not, you know? And I always knew there was something wrong with that girl, because the minute I saw her walk up, I thought, this chick was an absolute riot. I mean, what the heck is she doing, you know? Is she like, pretending? And that's exactly what she was doing. She was pretending. It's just really sad. Okay, so I didn't make it into the lab because they didn't have my order. Now, that said, the nurse called me yesterday from the infusion center to tell me that I needed to have my labs in. The girl at the counter said the order wasn't in. She would email my doctor, but in the meantime, I would get a call back from the nurse, right? And then they'll tell me what to do. But I did take labs already. The only thing is those labs were not ordered by my doctor, the guy that is my neurologist. Christina Applegate got diagnosed with, God, this is really sad. So Christina Applegate got diagnosed with, you know, she got diagnosed with MS. So, that's crazy because there's not a lot of people that are diagnosed with MS, you know what I mean? Like, it's few and far between, so, like, it's kind of sad. I'm trying to get this to work. Anyway, yeah, there's only like 1.3 million people in the world with MS. Christina had, like, a few years back, was diagnosed with breast cancer, but her mother had breast cancer. Because I used to live with a guy that was her maintenance man. And he was young, like us. And he was really good friends with her. In fact, we used to go to parties with them, with her. This was back in the days of the Viper. Y'all remember the Viper? That was like a nightclub. God, I really want lasagna, but where do you get lasagna in this day and age? I mean, I don't even know where to go. I don't even have makeup on. Yeah. So the situation is just really dire. I feel bad for Christina. I thought that, you know, she was out of the woods with the cancer scare. And no, it turns out she's, you know, she's got the MS. And I don't know, like, she has a foundation now. The foundation is providing low-income people with MRIs, because you definitely need an MRI. The thing about MRIs is they're not always covered by your insurance, and they cost about $1,000, so it's kind of expensive if you don't have insurance. Nowadays, if you live in California, I mean, you should have, at least Obamacare or something like that. Yeah, what a pity, huh? That she's got like a whole situation going on. Where should I go eat? Yeah, it's really sad when you can't afford health care. And I would imagine that being an actor, I mean, they've got good coverage too, I mean, my father-in-law was an actor, and he had excellent coverage. But like, I feel like this, acting gig sometimes, I don't know. I mean, look at Selma Blair, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis too. So, I mean, I'm in good company. Jack Osborne was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. It's really hard. I mean, he was diagnosed at 23, so that just means that, like, he was really diligent about his probably complained to his mother about, like, whatever, and, his mom was diligent and, had him go see specialists, and the specialists were eventually able to diagnose him. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? People have medical conditions. What can you do? I really want to go get my hair done professionally, because I feel like I look like a witch, but I didn't do my hair today, so yeah, it's kind of hard, Life is hard. Christina doesn't seem to be taking it well. Who does? Actually, I didn't. I mean, it's like a grieving process. You are initially giving up your old you, and, this new person that's supposedly you now is like a new person. You're just getting to meet her. So, I saw a recent cut of the Selma Blair interview with Robin on Good Morning America, and she at the time wasn't able to even talk, and now she's like dating and running, so to say that, like, you have to get treatment, like, I couldn't stress that enough. You have to get treatment, man. It's too much. There's a video that I did on how I diagnosed my multiple sclerosis. Go back and check it out. It's about an hour long. It's worth it. Only because, I mean, what person does that? I did, but, like, I don't know many people that have done that, In fact, every time I meet someone that has MS, they're not doing half as good as I am. You have to take advantage of, like, medical, like, advancements that they've done in the last, 50 years, and I encourage you to document everything, and, read. Just read. That's all I can tell you is read. Just keep reading. And when you've had enough, keep reading. And then you'll figure it out. I found out quite a bit of things, but that's, info for another day. Right now, I need to find some food. What should I eat? I'm in Sherman Way and DeSoto. So, the hospital was packed. There was a line to get into the COVID, and it was like winding around out, almost to Oxnard, or is that Ventura? No, I'm sorry, Burbank. Also, bear with me because, I'm not always, like, it's hard. It's a cognitive, disease, which means that, like, I could live to be 100 and not have any dementia, but, like, I'll always have this disease, right? I mean, basically, like, I'm saying that the worst has happened, right? And it's really, really, really hard. Chipotle, maybe? I don't know. I'd have to get out of my car, and I really hate getting out of my car. I've come a long way, but there was a time in my life where, like, I had such anxiety that I wasn't able to get out of my car. And so now the thought of getting out of my car, even that I'm able to, is not scary, but just, a reminder of how far I've come in terms of my mental health, my mental state. I was, I'm a long way from where I was, and people will call you all kinds of things, not knowing the reality of what your life is. I mean, Christina Applegate is a perfect example. People always said, oh, she's a ditzy girl, blonde, ditzy blonde, but no, smart as heck, that girl. So I met Christina in junior high school. I went to a school that was theater and fine arts, and she had, all the typical classes. It was a math magnet. But it focused more on the arts. It's called Pacoima Junior High. So I went to school with her. It was pretty. I've known a lot of kids that grew up and went on, and a lot of kids were busted from the Hollywood Beverly Hills area. In fact, all over. Some came from Monrovia, or that San Gabriel Valley, right? Shoot, there's no freaking restaurants around here. Where can I go? So hungry. So very, very sad news to hear that Christina Applegate got, MS. Also very sad that, it looks like the Summer Wells case isn't going to go away anytime soon. They're not going to find anything out anytime soon. From the looks of the Barry Morphew situation, we find out that Suzanne Morphew was having an affair, and she had been having an ongoing affair for 2 years, which means, now they're throwing in a wrench in the entire thing. It's too bad that, it had to come down to marital infidelity, because everyone seemed to be in love, and then it came out that, like, even Barry Morphew was having an affair. So both Suzanne and Barry Morphew were having affairs. So, I mean, I don't know what, happened, but there was a boyfriend involved on Suzanne's part, and the man never came forward. So there's a telltale sign of what's happening in America today. Like, who's hiding what, right? Like, here's this kid. Yeah, it's just a mess. I mean, you almost wonder. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, I'm almost home. I have to wait for the nurse to call. Tomorrow I'm going into the Central Valley for lunch with my friend who moved here from Chicago. It's a good opportunity to, like, get a little bit of film on, the house I spent so much time in the last decade. Yeah, I spent practically every summer there, and now, well, let's just say it's a beautiful house, and I can't wait to, take a little bit of video at it. Maybe I'll go to Supercuts today because, my hair is a mess and I can't handle it, and I want to go see Victor tomorrow and look nice about it. I don't want to, like, not look nice, right? When you go see an 88-year-old, 89 almost year old man who's, you know, an absolute miracle to be alive right now, you basically cherish every moment. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna go hang out with my friend. We'll probably go to the club. So I gotta go home and get ready. This is gonna be so much fun. Wait, is Chipotle not there anymore? Okay, let's see. No, it's there. Alright, I'm at Chipotle on DeSoto. A lot of traffic, guys. It's getting crazy. Alright, take care. Like and subscribe. Help me out. Please, and I love you guys. Thanks for coming back.